Hi, and welcome to Discover Oklahoma. I'm Lauren Nelson.
And I'm Dean O'Lally. Today we're coming to you from Drysdales Western Wear in Tulsa.
This is one of two locations here in Tulsa. This is the original location, founded back in 1981. Located at 3220 South Memorial Drive in Tulsa, this building was once an old grocery store. Now it sells everything you can imagine when it comes to Western wear, home decor, and other gifts. We'll show you around throughout the show. But first, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas here in Oklahoma.
Absolutely, and this year we want you to treat your family and friends to a holiday experience that's quite unique and very different. Come along with me now to Elk City. We're going to hop on the Mistletoe Express.
In our community, when you see the double-decker bus, it's Christmas time. I mean, it's synonymous with our Christmas in the Park.
It just wouldn't be Christmas time without twinkling lights, bulbs blinking red, green, and white. It's become a part of our American identity, an end of the year celebration. That's what Christmas in the Park is in Elk City, and specifically riding the Mistletoe Express.
The Mistletoe Express is definitely the must-do when you're here. It is definitely worth the ride. You get to tour the entire Christmas in the Park and see all the beautiful lights, and it's the best seat in the house is on the top in the front.
The Mistletoe Express is the crown jewel of Christmas in the Park.
That is the thing you must do when you get here. It brings probably more joy and satisfaction to our visitors than anything we have out here.
Christmas in the Park and riding the Mistletoe Express has become a custom for thousands of families.
Double-decker bus, that's an annual tradition for us. We've been taking our kids for a long time, and ever since we lived in Elk City, we invite all of our families out to come out and join us and ride the bus with us. So it's just been a good experience, and we look forward to it every year.
Every time that right after Thanksgiving, the park opens and we get really excited to come out here to ride the Mistletoe Express because we get to get on there as a family, hear the Christmas music, and look at all the lights and the new lights that they put up in the park. So it's a lot of fun.
There are other fun activities here, such as taking a horse-drawn carriage ride, visiting Santa, and hopping on the Candy Cane Express, just to name a few. But it's the overall experience that's creating memories for everyone.
Everything today is on a computer or on TV or on a phone. This is life, this is reality, this is Christmas, when you can get out and walk through the lights, or when you can get on a bus and see all the lights.
It's fun, the lights, the displays, it's amazing. I love the moving lights. I love all the Christmas carols around.
We're on our second or third generation of visitors out here, and it's just neat to see the excitement people get, not only the kids, but the parents and grandparents who are bringing the kids out and seeing the excitement.
I like the horse-drawn carriage. It's a lot of fun getting to be under the blankets and go around and get to see all the pretty lights.
We got Coco!
Coco, the rides.
And you can have all this fun for free.
That's the one thing we pride ourselves about for our Christmas in the Park is all of our special activities are free. There's no charge for the Centennial Carousel, the double-decker bus, our mini train. It's all free to the public.
It's just the bestest Christmas ever.
You can ride the Mistletoe Express in Elk City and enjoy all the other activities free every Friday and Saturday night through December 23rd. The lights will be on every night through New Year's Eve. It's all located in Ackley Park at the corner of Pioneer and West 3rd Street.
And after you finish looking at the lights, then it's back to whittling down that Christmas list.
That's right, and if you're looking for that unique gift or maybe even help making one, Tiffany Tatro tells us we need to head to Norman to the Artifactory.
The Artifactory has some of the most unique items in Norman. Whether it's something vintage or if it's something new, they have you covered.
And place to embrace the past through art and eclectic vintage decor and clothing. It's just unique. It's something different. People that like unique and unusual, one of a kind, this place is totally for them.
Unique and eclectic. Two words that perfectly describe the Artifactory in Norman.
Just lots of different, unusual, unique stuff that, I mean, it's quirky, I know, and unusual, but there's something for everyone's taste.
The boutique offers a wide variety of fun finds, ranging from very vintage to the latest in today's fashion. But one thing you will notice, many of the pieces are one of a kind, made by the owners.
Like this piece here, this came off of an old vintage washing ringer machine, and this kind of stuff makes me crazy. And I made it like into a shelf. And you, normally we like have bottles and stuff up here, but any of this kind of crazy stuff is just so fun.
Artifactory has unique items to set your house apart, like the top-selling Mad Chemist set.
When we first started getting that, we just had a few pieces and it just went crazy. I mean, whether it's a chemist or a pharmacist or people that just like the unique look of it, you know, because it's vintage, but all of it, you know, it's got some kind of unusual history to it. I mean, we even have, like, in the medical field, like doctors and nurses love this kind of stuff. It's just lots of fun.
Or the popular vintage books that fly off the shelf.
We have got books, some that date to the late 1800s. It's very interesting because we've got just such a huge variety of books.
But the Artifactory isn't just vintage. They have the latest in home decor, Oklahoma-themed treasures, and trendy clothing.
This dress is from here, and I probably own every dress here because it's not expensive. And they're cool. You know, you don't see 12 people walking down the street wearing it. So.
Holly Whitmore Wiggerly is a regular at the boutique, but is still shocked each time she steps in.
It's never the same. That's the coolest thing, is you walk in and it's like, I'm here every week, but it never looks the same.
And if for some reason you don't find exactly what you're looking for, there's a good chance you can learn to make it in one of the classes offered by the owners.
We offer probably one class a month at least. All kinds of projects that we do. I hate to use the word art projects. I would say they're more crafty, very Pinterest inspired as far as the projects that we do.
My sister and I come together, and so we get some quality time, no kids, hanging out, having refreshments with, you know, 5, 10, 12 other women making something cool that we can personalize.
From the very old to the very latest, to a craft you create yourself, Artifactory has everything you're looking for. In Norman, Tiffany Tatro, Discover Oklahoma.
Artifactory is at 313 East Main Street in Norman. They're open Wednesday through Saturday, but their hours vary, so be sure to check their website or Facebook before you head out.
Coming up on Discover Oklahoma. Get your kicks, your coffee, and some mighty good tunes on Route 66. We'll show you where.
We make hundreds of them, decorated sugar cookies, every Christmas.
Plus, one of the best places to get those sweet Christmas cookies and much more.
My favorite so far has been the bacon guacamole sandwich. It's really good. It's got the bacon and the guacamole and all the cheese.
And a grilled cheese sandwich that's to die for. Where to get it still ahead right here on Discover Oklahoma. The Oklahoma Department of Agritourism salutes Red Barn Christmas Tree Farm, a great place to pick your Oklahoma-grown Christmas tree.
Oklahoma Today magazine brings you stunning photography and authentic award-winning stories of home from Oklahoma. The only magazine that covers the entire state, Oklahoma Today showcases what we love about Oklahoma, bringing to you the very best of its people, places, culture, history, and of course, its legendary food. This holiday season, give the gift of Oklahoma Today to family and friends for just $14.95. Visit tvoffer.oklahomatoday.com.
Check out the new DiscoverOklahomaTV.com. See stories you might have missed, catch up on entire episodes, or send us an idea for the next place we should visit. Do it all at DiscoverOklahomaTV.com.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma. We're taking a look around Drysdales Western Wear in Tulsa, the perfect place to find that pair of boots this Christmas season.
And after you buy that pair of boots, then it's time to start talking about some of those baked goods.
That's right. There's a sweet spot down in Medicine Park that's worth checking out. You'll want to go to Mrs. Chadwick's Bakery to see what they're serving up. Historic Medicine Park has experienced a rebirth. Boasting shops, restaurants, and lodging, it's a great place to escape. But what's a vacation without a great bakery? Mrs. Chadwick's Bakery fits the bill for this Oklahoma destination. Diane Chadwick grew up baking, learning from the women in her family. She got into the baking business because of her delicious pound cakes.
How we actually started was we made pound cakes. And we started making these pound cakes for Gourmet Gallery out of Edmond. I sent them a pound cake and they called me And I said, we really like this pound cake. Can you come talk to us? And that's how it all started.
After taking a break from the baking business, Diane and her husband Russell opened the bakery for their family.
We started this bakery because we've got two teenage boys. We had two teenage boys that we knew we were going to get out of school, and they have some challenges, so we needed to have a place for them to work. And so we came up with the idea, or I came up with the idea that we'd have a bakery. They could come to work here, and it would be a family thing, and we could all just be together.
Each family member has a role.
I am the baker. I bake everything. Besides the muffins, my husband bakes the muffins. He's the muffin man. My boys, Benjamin works on weekends with us, and then Paul works on the days that we're not open, and he makes all the sugar cookies. Benjamin is just our right-hand man. If we need an ice cream scooper, he scoops the ice cream. If he needs to run the counter, he can run the counter, he can run the register, he can do anything.
The cookies that Diane and Paul make are huge sellers, especially at Christmas.
We make hundreds of them, decorated sugar cookies, every Christmas.
Every day there's a variety of yumminess, pastries, donuts, brownies, and more.
You're going to get some cinnamon rolls. I make them every morning that I'm open. I make cinnamon rolls. You'll always find in there, you'll find muffins, you'll find, we added some donuts. We make cookies. We make sugar cookies. We make chocolate chip cookies. There's nothing like a good pound cake. I have rum, chocolate Kahlua, and bourbon pecan, and we make those from scratch.
Melinda is a regular customer who makes a stop anytime she's in the area.
You've got to have a blueberry muffin. Cinnamon rolls, daughter gets a brownie, husband usually gets a cookie.
You can also enjoy Bluebell ice cream, fresh ground coffee, or one of their special treats, the slurry, a mix of ice cream and coffee. Sweet treats, sweet drinks, and sweet people. Find it all at Mrs. Chadwick's Bakery.
It's all good. You can't go wrong with anything.
If you come to Medicine Park, you're going to come to a family-run bakery. We're going to take care of you. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Mrs. Chadwick's is at 161 East Lake Drive in Medicine Park. They're open Wednesday through Sunday, or contact them ahead of time to place your order. From sweet treats to sweet tunes.
There's a little coffee shop along Route 66 in Bethany that's become a gathering spot for musicians from all over the state.
Darren Brown takes us to Java 39 for Ukulele Night.
This old world after all is not unkind.
When searching for a great hangout spot, there's a list you have to fill. There needs to be good food.
But it is true made from scratch gumbo with a roux, and it's chicken and andouille sausage, and so far it's met the approval of everyone that's come in.
You also have to have good people.
And camaraderie, people new friends that you meet.
Oh man, this is the coolest place in Bethany.
And there's another one, oh yeah, good music.
I go to some hollow
Coffee houses seem to come and go. So when owners Andrew Macias and Patricia Andrews opened Java 39, they worked hard to fulfill one of Bethany's needs.
You know, Andrew said, I know a lot of musicians, and when we found them and brought them here, they've all become family, and it's become great music nights.
There's some local bands around that we know some of the folks that play in the bands, but this is so intimate. You are right there with the musicians. It's just a different feel.
It feels like a community. The minute you get here, they're very welcoming. And I just love what they've done for the arts. Ukulele. People don't pay attention to ukuleles on purpose. But it's a really fun instrument. It's easy to get started in.
I am 12 years old. And today I will be playing for you When I'm Gone by Anna Kendrick. I got my ticket for the long way round, 2,000 miles.
Java 39's music is varied. eclectic even, sort of like their menu. Speaking of the menu, everyone has their favorites.
Red velvet, pina colada,
Buttered pecan is my absolute favorite.
blueberry vanilla, lemon.
Cupcakes up! Cupcakes up! And while he does get excited about cupcakes, Andrew is content to work behind the scenes and let the music and the musicians do the talking.
We have all kinds of music here in Oklahoma. We have R&B, we have a great jazz scene, we have a great jazz history that doesn't always get highlighted, but that's all part of it, and everyone has a voice here. Everyone gets to play their own thing and be themselves.
Everybody get together, you clap your hands and sing this song.
In Bethany, discovering Oklahoma, I'm Darren Brown.
Java 39 is open 6 days a week, closed on Sundays. Stop in for coffee, baked goods, lunch, or dinner.
Up next on Discover Oklahoma.
And these people come from all over the world, many international countries.
We're hitting another Route 66 hotspot. See the attraction that has folks from all over the world stopping in.
They really maximize what you can do with the grilled cheese.
And the grilled cheese sandwich that's worth the drive. We'll show you who's making it coming up when Discover Oklahoma continues. Great travel tips anytime, like Discover Oklahoma on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
Tree-lined fairways, stunning terrain, unspoiled nature. Score amazing golf deals at Oklahoma State Parks. And stay for some cool weather adventure. Hike the trails amid spectacular scenery, cozy up around the fire, or play around in our unique courses. On weekdays, you can stay and play starting at just $69. You get one night of lodging, a round of golf, and a sleeve of balls. Visit travelok.com/stay-and-play and come see for yourself.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma, coming to you today from Drysdales in Tulsa, a great place to do a little Christmas shopping. And oftentimes when people think of Western wear, they think of Oklahoma.
That's true. And you know what else they think of?
What?
Route 66. In fact, some people may not be aware that there are more miles of the Mother Road in our state than in any other. And that's just one of the many things you can find out when you visit the Oklahoma Route 66 Museum in Clinton. There's always been a certain mystique about Route 66. From the time it opened in 1926, it was already a celebrity of sorts. And the history of the Mother Road can be found here in Clinton at the Oklahoma Route 66 Museum.
It is the largest museum dedicated to Route 66 from Chicago, Illinois to Santa Monica, California. And it tells the history of Route 66 by decades. From the inception of the road in the 1920s through the end of the road in the 1970s.
With each step from one decade section to the next, you're walking through a fascinating history. Route 66 is the centerpiece, the main artery through which that history lives. And each year, over 50,000 visitors come through.
And these people come from all over the world, many international countries. In fact, every international country has been represented. Many people from other states also travel Route 66 and stop here for a family vacation. More and more people in America are traveling Route 66 just to experience the nostalgia of the road. And many of the young people are more interested in Route 66.
This museum, to me, is kind of like a diamond in the rough. It's like a small town, Clinton, Oklahoma, and then there's this great exhibit, just like going back decades and kind of just showing off like the history of Route 66.
Each decade exhibit elicits different reactions and memories.
I've heard many visitors say different things about different rooms in the gallery. For example, in the 1940s room, some of the older gentlemen that are actually still alive during that time period say, "Oh, I remember all of this so well." But basically the 1950s room is the highlight of most visitors. They love the diner setting, but during this time period, many of the military men wanted to take their families on Route 66 to experience all the places they had actually traveled along the road. So the diner really came into place for the family setting. Elvis Presley, of course, became popular.
And Route 66 popularity and its memory never seem to fade.
I think it's just a throwback to memory lane for like any age, really. I think it's an educational experience for my age, I think, to learn about what was built here and that Clinton's a part of it, I think it's a cool deal to come to.
Definitely, like, it's cool to see, like, the history of this road that, like, Clinton is a part of. And so definitely, like, come out and, like, learn just about, like, the history not only of our town, but, like, of this highway that goes all the way across the country.
There's even a now and future room here because Route 66 has so much to offer today. This area represents the fact that Route 66 is more popular than ever, and with more and more people bringing stretches of the storied roadway back to life, the mystique of the Mother Road will continue to flourish.
The Oklahoma Route 66 Museum is just off I-40 at exit 65 in Clinton. They're open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tuesdays through Saturdays.
Up next on Discover Oklahoma.
American, Swiss, Jack, Colby, and cheddar.
A little diner on the Mother Road is making up some big-time sandwiches, what you've got to order when you go, coming up when Discover Oklahoma continues.
Want to discover even more about the show? Go online and watch Discover Oklahoma anywhere, anytime. Catch up on missed episodes, track down interesting locations, and submit your own story ideas. Start exploring today at discoveroklahomatv.com.
Feel time slow down and your spirit come alive on a cool weather getaway at an Oklahoma state park. Hike the trails amid spectacular scenery. Cast your line in gorgeous lakes and rivers. Cozy up around the fire or settle in under the stars. Book your stay at a state park cabin or lodge. Check in Sunday or Monday and get your 4th night absolutely free. Visit travelok.com/4th night and come see for yourself.
Sweeping down the fire, and the waving wing.
Kiss your snow sweet when the wind comes right behind the rain.
We know we belong to the land, and the land we belong to is grand.
And when we say, we're only saying you're doing fine, Oklahoma, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, come see for yourself.
We've had a great time here today at Drysdales Western Wear in Tulsa.
We have, and right now we're going to go down the road a bit to another Tulsa institution, only they are known for lunch. Julie Chen takes us to the Meltdown Diner.
Meltdown Diner is an ooey-gooey slice of the American dream.
We are a 50s diner situated on Route 66 over in southwest Tulsa. We are in a building that was built in 1949. With the intention of being a lunch stand and a service station.
Nearly 70 years later, husband and wife team Jim and Sarah Hardcastle have turned it into their own mom and pop restaurant, Meltdown Diner.
It's just a friendly little place, and you know, you can come in. We've got an old-fashioned Coke machine, so you can just walk in, grab a Coke, sit down, and order a sandwich.
Those sandwiches are the bread and butter here. You see, at Meltdown, most everything is grilled cheese based.
Monte Cristo, I do a whole hog, is what we call it, and it's got 3 different meats on it. My barbecue sauce, I make a bluesberry barbecue sauce that goes on it. That's probably our most popular sandwich. We do Reubens, bacon guacamoles. Surprisingly, one of our most popular sandwiches is the fried bologna.
They really maximize what you can do with the grilled cheese. They just add cheese to everything, which is the American way, I guess.
Jim uses 5 different kinds of cheese.
American, Swiss, Jack, Colby, and cheddar. That's on all the sandwiches. And then on the patty melt, we use the smoked Gouda.
You'll find a big menu here with nearly 20 sandwiches to choose from. They're made on Texas toast or sourdough.
Favorite so far has been the bacon guacamole sandwich. It's really good. It's got the bacon and the guacamole and all the cheese. And
the grilled cheese is probably my favorite in the whole hog. I mean, it's got bacon, pulled pork, and ham, so you can't beat that.
And in case you were wondering, just about anything on the menu here can be made gluten-free. Instead of bread, Jim uses cheese to kind of make his creations like a cheese taco. All sandwiches come with a pickle, chips, and cookie. Cornbread salad is one of the unique sides they serve. Plus, there are daily specials.
Mondays and Thursdays, now we have goulash, and we run that until we run out every day. Chicken quesadillas are Tuesdays. Ham, beans, and cornbread on Wednesdays. Fridays, we have a hot hamburger similar to that we do. Saturdays, we have a prime rib sandwich. Prime rib, it's a sandwich, and we serve it with mashed potatoes, and a mixed vegetable. It's a nice little plate.
Meltdown Diner. It's the new Big Cheese on Mother Road.
It's really good. Feedback has been great. We've had a lot of community feedback, a lot of support. You know, for years people have been leaving this part of town. Hopefully we're going to help bring some of this Route 66 stuff back alive.
In Tulsa, I'm Julie Chin, discovering Oklahoma.
And no matter where your next road trip takes you, the Discover Oklahoma Dining Guide will help you find a great place to eat. Just log on to our website, travelok.com, and click Request Free Brochures to get your copy.
A huge thank you to the great folks here at Drysdales Western Wear for hosting us this week. You can visit their original location at 3220 South Memorial or the newer location on East 71st Street. Both shops are open 6 days a week, and you'll want to check for special hours during the holidays.
And coming up next Saturday on Discover Oklahoma, we're inside an old favorite. See what's new at Eskimo Joe's in Stillwater.
Plus, a Christmas tree tradition in the heart of Oklahoma City. We'll show you the decorations done by dozens of Oklahoma tribes. It's all coming up next Saturday night right here on Discover Oklahoma.
So until next time, remember,
there's always something to discover in Oklahoma.